everybody and welcome to Q&A. I'm KidLazy, and 7 years ago today I posted my first YouTube guitar video ever, so happy birthday to me. And like I promised, today I'm gonna answer the questions I've asked you to send me a couple of weeks ago, and there were quite a few of them, so let's not waste any more time and see what we've got for today. Enjoy or not. Bro, just how did these 7 years pass by so fast? I feel old. I do agree with you, bro, time flies so freaking fast, but honestly I don't feel old at all. Physical age is just a number, it doesn't really mean anything. And to me it's not just a cliche, because I really do believe in it. What matters instead is how we feel on the inside. As far as I'm concerned, on the outside I'm a mature person, or at least that's what I'm supposed to be, but on the inside I'm nothing but a child who stubbornly refuses to grow up. And I actually like it that way, and I guess it's also one of the reasons why this channel is still up. So to sum it up, I really don't feel any older than how I was when I started out. And neither should you, bro, because you know we're both kids at heart. When are we going to hear some new original songs / album? Well, I do have some scattered riff ideas, but I either don't have the time to sit down and brainstorm and try to put everything in a strong and meaningful context, aka a song, or when I finally do get a bit of time for that, most of the times I feel like I'm going nowhere, what I'm coming up with is just not strong enough, or even worse, I feel that I'm unconsciously repeating what I've already written, which makes it even more frustrating. For me, songwriting is a very complicated and time-consuming process in the sense that I just can't force myself to write music. I have to wait for something to happen to me. I have to wait until I feel something which is meaningful and inspiring enough for me to create music. That's just how it works for me. Plus, I don't like the idea of writing songs just for the sake of it. I've done it in the past and it didn't work quite well on the long term. Instead, I want the music that I write to be really strong. I mean, I want to enjoy listening to it even years after its release. For instance, if I listen to an old song that I made 5 or 10 years ago, and if I still like it, that's how I know that it was indeed a really good and solid composition. That's the kind of music that I want to write. So long story short, I would definitely love to come up with some new original music, and perhaps even an entire record, and it will probably happen at some point in the future, only that I've got no idea when. A world-renowned artist you'd like to do a feature with would be? Well, they're not exactly world-renowned, but I think it would be cool to write a song together with the guys from the Russian band Luna, or with Traktor Bowling, although unfortunately the latter is no longer active. If you were to meet a celebrity or an artist of your choice, who would you like to meet and why? Although this pretty much contradicts my answer to the previous question, there are many celebrities I'd like to meet, but on the other hand, I'm not really sure I'd actually like to meet them in real life, because if I did, I would be so nervous I would most probably crap my pants. And we don't want that to happen. Or do we? A content creator you would like to do a collaboration with would be? I've already collaborated with these guys before, but I would really love to work some more with Stein G and Mocha Latte. You've probably seen them in my previous videos. If not, feel free to check them out in the My Guitar Collaborations playlist, which I've linked in the description. They're both very good guitarists and awesome people to work with, so guys, if you're watching this video and if you ever feel like playing some stuff together again, just drop me a line. If resources were not an issue, what would be the gear you'd most want to own and why? I'm not targeting anything specific right now, but if I could, I would definitely own more guitars. First of all, because there's no such thing as having too many guitars, and secondly, because I'm a huge sucker for guitars, especially good-looking ones. Happy channel birthday, Mike! Do you play any other instrument besides guitar? And what other instruments would you like to learn how to play? First of all, thank you very much. Secondly, no, I don't play any other instruments besides the guitar, and I'm not counting the bass here because I don't play bass too often, and when I do, I use it like a guitar for the most part, so I don't think it counts. As for the second part of your question, I would absolutely love to learn how to play the piano or the drums. Have you ever been to Russia? If not, do you want to go there? Unfortunately, no, I haven't been to Russia, but of course I would love to visit it at some point. Почему у тебя такой красивый голос? Я честно не знаю почему. Но, конечно, я очень благодарна за хорошие оценки, так что спасибо большое за ваши красивые слова. И не знаю, может быть, мне надо говорить побольше в своих роликах, чтобы вам было еще приятнее их смотреть. Why don't you sing? Have you ever tried singing, or do you have plans for it? First of all, I don't sing in my videos because this channel is centered on me playing the guitar, and I would like to be consistent in the type of content that I put out, so singing is not a priority. Secondly, and most importantly, to be honest with you, I never really felt comfortable singing, maybe because I am very shy. For some weird reason, singing makes me feel anxiety rather than anything else. But in spite of that, I did used to sing quite a lot in my original songs until 2013, when I decided to quit singing altogether and focus on instrumental stuff instead. And besides the discomfort, another reason why I quit singing was that I realized my voice didn't help that much either. I've experimented with different vocal styles over the years. I've tried normal singing, I've tried screaming, and even rapping at some point, but after many failed attempts I understood that my voice was just too clean and therefore not quite suitable for the more noisy kind of music that I like to write and play, which in my opinion would require a more aggressive, raspy kind of voice, which I do not possess. Actually, I've been told that my voice would sound great for country music, and I was like, thanks, but that's not what I like. It's not what I want to do. And on top of that, my vocal range is also pretty small, so I'm extremely limited in the amount of stuff I can sing. Now you're probably gonna think something like, yeah, but that's not that big of a problem because with a good vocal coach and some proper singing lessons, you can get to increase your vocal range and sing in a raspy voice as well. And I do agree with this, but then again, singing makes me feel very uncomfortable anyway, so I personally don't see the point in investing money into something which I don't even enjoy in the first place. Right now I hardly sing anymore. I do this only when I'm home alone and no one can see me, hear me, or record me while I'm doing that, because I hate it. And I do it only as a means of making fun of myself because, in general, I'm a very self-deprecating person. The funny thing is that after so many years of not singing at all, I've pretty much lost control of my voice. So right now it sounds kind of bad because it tends to crack and go off quite a lot when I sing. It's like, I know I need to reach a certain note, but I'm just unable to hit it correctly. And it sounds pretty cringy when that happens. So if I ever decide to sing in any of my future videos, most likely it'll be for self-deprecating purposes. It'll be anything but serious. Планируешь ли в дальнейшем снимать какие-нибудь разговорные видео? Может быть, что-нибудь вроде советов для начинающих гитаристов? Было бы здорово узнать в принципе how to teach yourself guitar, составить в каком-то роде план действий, а то новички зачастую даже не знают, что именно делать. На самом деле я планирую целую серию разговорных роликов, но хотя я не собираюсь делать такой сборник уроков How to Teach Yourself Guitar, я все-таки думаю, что можно кое-что устроить на основе конкретных вопросов, которые ты мне прислал отдельно. На данный момент я не знаю, когда смогу выпустить эту серию, но следи за каналом и посмотрим, что будет дальше. Ever thought of diversifying your face/mask depending on the mood or the song? Well, not exactly, but as a matter of fact, some of you may have noticed this mask hanging on my window curtains in my more recent videos. I got this mask a few months ago with the intention of customizing it so I could use it in my talking videos, in order for me not to have to spend any extra time doing the blurring and all that, but unfortunately it didn't quite turn out to be what I had expected. Actually, let me put this on and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so this is how I look like with the mask on. As you can see, the first thing that strikes the eye is that it looks kind of awkward because this mask is way bigger than my head. As a matter of fact, I was looking for a mask just like the one I already have, but unfortunately I couldn't find one, so this was like the best I could get. The other problem is that, as you can probably hear, it alters the sound of my voice quite a bit, because there's a certain amount of hissing and popping as the air travels through the plastic and also through the net when I talk or when I breathe, which is kind of annoying. So I ended up not wearing this particular mask in my videos, but keeping it instead as a decorative object in my room. So this is why you'll see it hanging up there. But now that we brought this up, I would be really interested to get your opinions on it, so please let me know in the comments what you guys think about this new mask and whether or not you would like to see me wear it more often in my future videos. And it's okay if you don't like it. Why do you hide your face behind the mask? Is this your image, or you just don't want anyone at your job to know you're a rock star? It's actually kind of funny because the mask wasn't there from the very beginning. I first introduced it like a year and a half after I began this channel. It started out more like a joke and like a tongue-in-cheek kind of answer to the comments I was getting at that time. And when I made my first video with the mask, I wasn't actually planning to wear it regularly in my videos. But over the years I found that the more I was using it, the more I liked it. So without me even noticing, the mask indeed became one of the defining traits of my image as my KidLazy. As for my coworkers, it really has nothing to do with them because most of them are not even rockers, so they don't care anyway. Which is perfectly fine by me though, because I am aware that my content and the way in which I present it is more like a love it or hate it kind of thing. So again, that's totally understandable. I'm gonna burp soon. I actually did. It is 12:44 a.m. right now, and we've just reached the end of the video. So thank you so much for all your questions and for making this video happen. I really hope you've enjoyed this Q&A, so please let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. And if you have any other questions for me, don't hesitate to write me. And as usual, I'll see you guys again next Monday with a new cover. Bye bye!